Alrighty, we're at Mish now. We got the Prado rig. So this is before, for reference. So what we got here, guys, is a 2-inch lift, Dobinsons struts, TJM front springs, and king spring rears. Alright, the fronts are out now. I'm going to try put together these old girls. I have to use the top, so the top hats from these, because I didn't actually get new ones to suit these, so I'm going to use the old ones. Alright, both fronts are in. About to slap this tyre on, and we can look at doing it for the rears. Prados, the top strut bolts are actually in the cab, so to bring it down and undo them from there, and then we can slap the new ones in. Scratch that idea of that the top bolts are in the cab. They're just above there, you know, really pain in the ass spot to get to. Little pocket up there which it just sits behind, which is a pain, but we're going to get to it. Alright, so driver's side, got some multi-grips. We've just clamped the top of the strut, and then pretty well I've pushed as hard as I can while Shane's got his little fingers up there on the top nut. So this is a pain in the ass. The other side we actually had to chop off, and then Shane had to ram his fingers up there, hold it with the spanner, and I actually had to spin this top part of the shocker just to get it going. So now we're going to take this side off, and hopefully this side's a little bit easier than the other side. Well, the grinder came in handy once again. That was stupid. So now Shane's got to do the exact same thing. Slip that through there. So I can slip it through that hole. And then Shane's got to crawl up in the top and put the nut on while I sit here and spin this bit here. It's insane. Believe it or not, the majority of this was when I had the 32s, or the 32-inch all-terrains with no lift. That was actually rubbing in reverse. It only ever rubbed on full lock or in reverse, but with these, it's a little bit more aggressive now. But I've got the 2-inch lift helmet. So we just had to take off this mud flap, which is 3 10 mils, and then yeah, we'll trim this back and see if it sorts out issue. As you would have just seen, we got some muddies. So I originally had the 265, I think that was 75/16s in the all-terrains. And then yesterday, we splashed out and we got some muddies. We got 285 75s. And yes, I haven't showed you the 2-inch lift yet because I didn't want to do it without putting the wheels on it. Before we go show you anything, we're gonna go massage my guards a little bit just to make sure these wheels don't scrub when we do you know, go off-road, and make sure all our wheel clearances are all good. I haven't tested it yet, but I know that's going to be an issue. So I think I'm just going to tap it back, fold it in that way, so tap it across and fold it over, and then we can paint it black, and then hopefully make it look half nice. So, alright, it's not the prettiest, but we've tapped it back. I've hit it through here as well, just in case, and now get some black paint out. It's always good to have some of this stuff in the shed. Sheesh! Look at that. As factory. So I thought I'd just spray some up here as well, just to see if it rubs at all. Let's hope it doesn't, because I don't really want to bash it in any more than that, because it doesn't look great. So, at a bit of a local spot. It's called Valley in SA. Everyone that has a four-wheel drive will probably know it, and a lot of people have been stuck here, but it's a dry day. We're not going through any mud. We're just testing out wheel clearances with the 33s after we did some modification, and at the moment it's really, really good. So obviously we squashed that sill and it hasn't rubbed any at all. So we're in not an awkward angle at the moment, but just in a good little spot. So I'll show you with the 33s in the rear, and then I'll show you the front clearance. Alright, so as you can see, 33s with a 2-inch lift are actually really, really nice. I haven't heard any scrubbing at all from the rears. My mud flap is literally on the floor, and this is kind of the angle we're on. I do rub a little bit on the mud flap, but that's not too much of an issue. So at the moment, I think the biggest killer is that sway bar, that rear sway bar. It's not allowing it to flex any further. It's pretty extended. There's a lot of pressure on it, but no clearance issues at the front either. So that's pretty well on full lock right. So good. When it rubbing on the chassis or anything like that, it's just more the flares, the back of the flares. This is still plastic, so we can remove that if we need to. So that's pretty well the point of flex where we run out. Nothing crazy, but definitely stretches the legs a fair bit. Not scrubbing in there either. Again, we got a few mil. It's good. Good rig. Alrighty guys, that's about it. So we thought we'd come out here and just test the flex, see what the Dobinson 2-inch lifts are like with the TJM springs, and then we topped it off with the 33s. I'm super stoked with how this thing looks now. It's a lot more aggressive, drives heaps nicer. It's probably not as fuel efficient, but it looks apart. I'm loving it. For you guys that are new to the channel, stumbling across this, I have done a bit of four-wheel drive before, but I had a Hilux before, which was like a budget built, and the plan is the same thing with this, but my usual content on YouTube is more drifting, but yeah, summer's coming up guys. This thing's got 33s on an hour, 2-inch lift, so all the boys have got four-wheel drive, so I'm sure there'll be plenty more of it. Comment what you want to see next. I'm keen as to see this thing perform off-road. Enjoy, like, comment, subscribe for more Prado action.